The avoidant will never tell you they love you in direct, conventional terms. Declarations of "I love you" require vulnerability they cannot access, emotional exposure they spend their life avoiding. But they do communicate love, just in coded language that is easy to miss if you are listening for traditional expressions of affection. There are specific phrases, seemingly casual comments, throwaway remarks that actually carry enormous weight when coming from an avoidant. These statements are as close as they can get to admitting the depth of what they feel. Understanding this coded language means recognizing that when the avoidant says certain things, they are actually revealing they are already in love with you, even if they cannot say those exact words. You're different from everyone else. When the avoidant tells you that you are different, that they do not usually feel this way, that something about you is unlike anyone they have encountered before, they are communicating that they are in love. The avoidant does not hand out this acknowledgement casually. For them to admit that you affect them differently means they have lowered their defenses enough to notice their own feelings. And noticing means those feelings are significant. This statement is the avoidant's way of saying that you have penetrated walls that typically keep everyone at the same safe distance. You are not just another person passing through their life. You matter in ways that terrify and compel them simultaneously. When they tell you that you are different, they are admitting they are experiencing something they cannot control or categorize. And for the avoidant, that loss of control is evidence of love. I think about you more than I should. When the avoidant admits they think about you frequently, especially if they frame it as something they should not be doing or cannot help, they are confessing love without using the word. The avoidant prides themselves on emotional compartmentalization. They are supposed to be able to keep people in designated mental spaces, to think about them only when appropriate, to maintain rational control over their internal landscape. But when they tell you that you occupy their thoughts more than you should, they are revealing that you have disrupted their usual patterns. They are thinking about you when they should be working. You come to mind when they are trying to focus elsewhere. They cannot stop themselves from wondering what you are doing, how you are feeling, whether you are thinking about them too. This admission is profound because it reveals loss of control, and the avoidant only loses control when they are deeply attached. I don't want to mess this up. When the avoidant expresses fear about ruining what you have together, when they acknowledge that this relationship feels important enough to be afraid of destroying it, they are telling you they are in love. The avoidant does not fear messing things up with people who do not matter. They walk away from casual connections without a second thought. But when they articulate worry about their own patterns sabotaging something, when they express awareness that they could destroy this through their fear, they are revealing that losing you would be genuinely painful. This statement is the avoidance version of saying, "You are important to me in ways that scare me, because I know I have the capacity to ruin this, and that would devastate me." It is admission that what you have together has become too significant to treat carelessly, and significance equals love in the avoidant emotional vocabulary. I've never done this before. When the avoidant tells you they have never shared certain things, opened up this way, allowed someone this close, felt comfortable enough to be this vulnerable, they are communicating that they are in love. The avoidant measures their feelings by what they are willing to risk. Opening up is risk. Being vulnerable is danger. Allowing someone close is terrifying exposure. When they do these things with you and acknowledge they have never done them before, they are telling you that you are worth the risk in ways no one else has been. This is the avoidance version of a love confession. They are saying that whatever they feel for you is strong enough to override patterns that have governed their entire relational life. They are revealing that you have inspired them to do things fear has always prevented, and that inspiration comes from love even if they cannot name it as such. I don't know what I'd do if I lost you. When the avoidant admits that your absence would affect them, that they cannot imagine their life without you in it, that losing you is something they think about with dread, they are expressing love in the clearest way their attachment style allows. The avoidant's entire defensive structure is built on the premise that they can lose anyone without being destroyed. But when they tell you that losing you feels different, that it would matter in ways they cannot articulate, that they are afraid of what your absence would do to them, they are confessing that you have become essential. This is love, not the secure attachment version, where someone can say, "I love you, and I am committed to building a future together," but the avoidant version, where someone admits, "You matter so much that losing you terrifies me, and I do not know how to handle how much you have come to mean." When the avoidant says this, they are already in love, even if fear prevents them from using those exact words.